Well, folks. Crypto market's recovering reasonably well. In particular, BitTorrent has run rampant. So let's talk about BitTorrent today. Before I do, as always, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel that I thought would crush it in this bull cycle. Had you invested $100 into each one when I released the videos and you were still holding those bags, you'd be in profit for $55,300. Add the $2,600 you invested, you'd be sitting on $57,900. Excuse me. Held them all, closed positions on them all, and reinvested into new cryptos. If you want to see what I'm in, you can check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share my portfolio. We've had some massive wins recently. And if you want to be a part of that, match those wins and match those gains, you can check it out. But one thing I keep reiterating is a bear cycle will come. Bank your profits along the way. Don't be the guy that hodls forever. Yeah, bank profits. You'll sleep better. When market corrections happen, they'll bother you less. And then when the bear cycle kicks in, stick around. Everything's on discount. It's Black Friday for 2 years, or even a year, or even potentially just 3 or 4 months. It doesn't matter. When the bear cycle kicks in, there's real opportunities to build strengthen positions in really good cryptos, hugely undervalued. That's all I do in the bear cycle, is find those gems, and I'll share them with Copy My Crypto members. So if you want to be a part of it, you can check it out. BitTorrent ran wild, nearly up 70% today. And if we look at BitTorrent, all-time high so far this year, this cycle was around 1.1 cents. So it's about a little over 38% of that right now. So if you're unfamiliar with BitTorrent, BitTorrent is a form of file sharing. Like, before you get to the token, BitTorrent was all about a file sharing protocol. BitTorrent, the actual token, is what powers the decentralized protocol and applications. The dApps that are powered by BTT include BitTorrent Speed, BitTorrent File System, DLive, and others in the pipeline. The benefits of BitTorrent are you get faster download speeds, and you can get BitTorrent rewards. So BitTorrent Speed is available as a feature of BitTorrent and uTorrent, as well as uTorrent Classic. So with BitTorrent Speed enabled, downloaders will have the option of providing tokens to uploaders in exchange for faster download speeds. By introducing an incentive of earning BTT tokens, uploaders have a reason to seed files longer and dedicate more of their bandwidth and storage to other torrent clients in the network. BTT, which serves as a crypto torrent token in BitTorrent Speed, is responsible for powering a healthier BitTorrent protocol. BitTorrent has been around for a good while. Obviously, Tron, Justin Sun and Tron bought it up, ownership of BitTorrent, and as a result, they've then integrated the token into this. And it's very simple. You can download the either BitTorrent, uTorrent, or uTorrent Classic, and once you've downloaded and installed it, you can enable a wallet. Enabling a wallet's very, very easy, and then you can enjoy faster download speeds. And if you're willing to seed those downloads, well, seed means it's effectively sharing for the uploads, but you can earn BTT. Now, I actually spoke about how to get free crypto yesterday, and effectively, this is one of those methods. You can earn this token by just uploading the files and continuing to seed it. And that's quite a nice little way of building a position in something like BitTorrent that currently is ranked very, very highly. It's 42nd in the world. If we look, obviously the price has been much lower than what it is right now. And I would still expect that this would retrace fairly well down in the bear cycle. This is one where you can really build a position by doing very little. Now, BitTorrent also runs a proof of stake for processing blockchain transactions. So in terms of proof of stake, we can see what the rewards are in a second. In fact, let's click it. So BitTorrent file system is the first scalable decentralized storage system. They've got over 1,000 Tron full nodes and 100 million BitTorrent user nodes. So BTFS is launched pretty much this quarter. And they're officially accessing BitTorrent's chain. They've launched node management and they're launching BT Scan 2.0. Again, another good innovation, to be fair, from BitTorrent. And the more that I'm seeing BitTorrent, the more innovations that I'm actually starting to see that are going pretty bloody well. And you can get BitTorrent everywhere. You know, it's quite surprising how widespread it's got in crypto. You know, BitTorrent was one of those soft pieces of software that some people know about, most people didn't, and all of a sudden, BitTorrent is now enormous, absolutely enormous, over 2 billion users. You know, when we talk about adoption, this has been bloody adopted. And the last sort of piece of news really here is BitTorrent have done a redenomination. So there'll be two tokens, BTT Old and BTT. The total supply will be increased from 990 billion to 990,000 billion, with the market cap unchanged. So the new token will be issued as TRC20 tokens on the Tron mainnet and mapped to the BTC mainnet. So this was announced literally, well, this actually came up by BitTorrent today. So the redenomination, like I said, effectively they're multiplying the circulating supply by 1,000. And we have seen this work in a number of different cryptos. Look at the Mayor exchange recently. Like, they realized that they wanted a larger circulating supply, multiplied it up. We've also seen it with meme coins that a lot of these end up having far larger circulating supplies, and that psychological barrier is broken. Like, it's a weird thing, and it doesn't really make sense, because if you view two assets as having the same potential, but one is worth $1,000 and one is worth $1, and you've got $500 to invest, if they've got the same potential, or they both double, you're going to get double the returns regardless. But people will almost always go for the $1 crypto because they're going, oh, I've got 500 of them, as opposed to with the other one where I've got half. And there is a psychological barrier there for people. And, you know, BTT BitTorrent have realized that they can expand the circulating supply. Obviously, the price will decrease as a result, but because the market cap won't change, so they'll have to divide the price of the coin by 1,000. But it's one where all of a sudden the psychological barrier has been removed, even more so because BitTorrent was already bloody cheap, you know, in terms of token price. But yeah, that's a big move. I actually think that's a really smart move, and that's probably part and parcel of why we're seeing such a stronger run today, because I did see it earlier and it was only up about 40%. And if you look at the day, they announced that at like 10:11, so it hasn't done too much yet off the back of that news. You know, gone up to maybe another 4-5%, not tons. But as that news spreads, I could see BitTorrent potentially running even more wild in price. Long term, what can this do? God. I mean, realistically, it's already reached 1 cent before. Obviously, with the redenomination, that's going to change somewhat. Like, it's not going to reach 1 cent with when they've expanded the supply by 1,000-fold. But but at the very least divide that by 1,000 when the new token's out or when it's been reissued. But yeah, I mean, what can it do in terms of accumulation? No reason it can't do a 4 or 5x from here. That would put it at market cap 16 to between 16 and 20 billion. That's quite a lot. But they continue to grow and they continue to innovate. And now with 2 billion users, there is a lot there. You can make the point that this has been truly adopted. So it can run in price because it's been adopted. So yeah, maybe between another 5x. As long as, obviously, the market continues to be bullish or starts getting back to proper bullish territory. Interesting one. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope you're all keeping well. If you're new to crypto, you can check out Copper My Cryptos where I share my portfolio. We've had huge wins recently. If you want to be a part of them and match those gains, you can do. One thing I keep banging on about, and I will continue to bang on about, is guys, this market will go bearish. So bank profits along the way. If you do, you will be fine whenever there's a correction. And on top of that, when it goes bearish, stick in the market. If you stick in the market, you're going to be able to really strengthen and build positions in great cryptos that are hugely undervalued. And they're the investments that can change your life. They're the investments that can help you to retire. So, and that's all I do during the bear cycle is find those coins. So if you want to be a part of it, you can check it out. All right, take care. Bye-bye.